Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the JR Wisdom channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. For those of you on the way for the chat to load up, I say peace be upon all you all. Peace be upon all you all. Peace be upon you. You know, I'm reporting live from the same place. So, you know, you guys come on in, relax. Get yourself a drink of water. Get yourself a glass of water. Get yourselves a margarita. Get yourselves, you know, a glass of whatever. Some almond milk. Some coconut water, you know, anything, you know. This is something that this is something I wanted to talk about. You know, it's funny, you know, how JJ, what's up? Shoe Girl, what's up? It's funny how life is, man, just in general. For those of you who tuned in last night, y'all know the wavelength I'm trying to get on, but, you know, it's funny how life is with, you know, synchronicity, you know, cards unfolding and stuff like that. And, like I said, I'm just trying to get in the right wavelength. I had a little event that happened to me this morning that I'll share with you guys here in a bit. You know, it was quite weird, and I wasn't even really like bothered by it. You know, not so much. And that's what I was trying to convey last night. You know, along with this, what I'm talking about now is to just relax. Just don't force anything. Just go with the flow. Just live life, you know, minus the ego. You know, I keep saying, you know, I need to stop saying, you know, in these videos, you know. But live life without all of that, man. But most of all, to be grateful for what it is. Be grateful of your circumstances, regardless of what it appears. You know, and this, we get into the law of attraction. We get into, you know, religion. We get into the universe. We get into God. You know, Simply Deep, what's up? We get into all these different things, but one of the principles that's always taught is to have gratitude. You know, we overlook the blessings and stuff like that in life, you know. We overlook the fact that even if you can't walk, you have eyesight. You overlook, you might not even be grateful for someone that you have in your life at the moment. You might not even be telling them you appreciate them enough till you actually lose them. Then you're sitting back, reflecting on things like, I should have been this way, I should have been this way. Even when it comes to your parents, I should have been like this, I should have been more grateful, I should have been more appreciative. It's never too late up until the point that a person has passed away. You know what I mean? The life that you live now, you should be grateful, regardless of the way things appear. There is a divine message in nature and everything around us and the people we interact with and just the way that events unfold in our life. And we can't see past certain things because we're in the now of what's happening to us, but we don't look at the big picture. You guys ever just sit back and you reflect on life and you see how the sequence of events have went a certain way? You know, and you're like, I can understand why it went that way. Or sometimes you end up with some person and you're like, how did I it's like, how did I end up with this person? Some of these people that you may even hang around with, you might not ever even have seen yourself being with that type of person. You know, but at the time even up to now, you may not even be grateful for the fact or the lessons that people are teaching you or are being taught to you. You just overlook it, you know. And that's the paradigm. I'm trying to shift my paradigm to that point of not just because it's law of attraction, not because it's anything, but just, you know, being in that moment, being thankful, being grateful to whatever it is. Not that I've ever really been a really ungrateful person, but just what's happening, Deborah. Just telling people, especially people you love or people you care about, that you appreciate what they do for you. Even if they're cooking for you, even if they're, you know, they folded your laundry, they made your bed for you, they ran some bath water, you know, shit, even for sex, you know what I'm saying? Just be like, I'm grateful. You know what I mean? What's so hard? What troubles you so much where your ego is overshadowing your heart, you know, to tell someone, you know, that you miss that person, you care about that person, or whatever, or that you're just grateful that that person is in your life. What is so hard about telling someone that? And you hear this is so cliche. When you get in church, hug your neighbor, tell your neighbor you miss. I don't go to church, but I'm just going off of, you know, what I've seen in the past and what you see on TV. What is, as a human being, what is so hard about telling someone these things? What's so hard about having your heart on your sleeve, so to speak? You know, because it's going to make you less of a human being, it's going to make you less of a man by revealing to someone the way you feel, or that you're grateful, you're thankful. So many people go by so often being, you know, every day being unappreciative. Until loss comes about, then they're, you know, they want to reflect on these bad things, you know. But anyway, like I was telling you guys, I'm gonna give you guys an example. Because I told you guys I was on this whole, I've been on this positive kick, right? Listening to affirmations, you know, repeating it to myself. Sorry, I know that light's probably blocking the view. But I've been repeating stuff to myself, trying to get myself, you know, to stay on that cloud, think positive thoughts. So I've been starting off my mornings with that on YouTube, listening to this video. And like I said, repetition is the key to everything, even to get what you want. Repetition, you know, speaking it repeatedly. You know what I mean? Even with prayer, to get what you want. So I'm listening to these affirmations this morning on YouTube. I'm riding to work. I usually listen to my, you know, my hip hop, my songs, you know, just to get pumped up before I go to work. But I'm riding, you know, and I got to take the interstate to go to work. So I'm riding, right? And I'm, you know, I'm getting in a good mood. I'm like, yeah, you know, that's how I'm gonna start my mornings off, being positive, you know, and stuff like that. You know, getting in that good mood. You know, just rolling. Doing about 65 or so. You know what I mean? Aline, what's happening? You know, just riding. Doing about 65, you know, whatever the speed limit is. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, I feel a bump. Like this. My head snaps forward. I got on my seatbelt. My head snaps forward. And I'm like, you know, and like I said, I'm listening to my affirmations or whatever. And my head goes forward. And I'm like, what the hell was that? So I look in my side mirror, my rear view mirror. I see this semi banged and, you know, and he did it again. One more time. Right? Keep in mind, we're going 60 plus miles an hour. So I'm like in shock. See this huge truck banging my bumper, you know. Now keep in mind, I was already gonna do this. I think I was telling y'all I was gonna do this live stream this evening anyway. And I had already said it that I was gonna do it on gratitude in my mind. I didn't put that out yesterday, but I already figured I was gonna do it on gratitude, right? So I'm looking in my rear view So my first thing is, you know, to speed up, because I'm thinking he has road rage. Maybe he's trying to take me out. So I'm looking. He's not slowing down, not one bit. And you know, usually when you get in an accident, you usually pull over to the side. There's like a concrete barrier right there, so I can't really pull over. And I'm thinking in my mind, if I pull over, I don't know if this dude has road rage or whatever, so he might try to ram me even further. We're on the interstate, 4-lane highway, so he could have hit me any kind of way, and I could have spun, all over the place and got smashed up, caused a multi-car pileup out there. You know what I mean? So I mash out, and I'm looking, trying to, diagnose the situation and see what's going on, and he's still rolling. So we're coming to a point where the interstate splits off into another interstate, or forks off to another, separate one to go different direction. So he ends up flooring the gas, passing me, getting in front of me, and I pull out my camera phone and I start recording him. And I'm just in shock. He didn't pull over. So I'm recording the tags and all that stuff like that, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? And he's just flooring it. So I'm getting my camera, I'm recording the license plate, I'm recording all that. So he goes to, he gets off on another branch, on another interstate, another offshoot like that. And, I'm like, what the hell? So I immediately call 911. So I call 911, and the highway patrolman finally pulls up, like 15 minutes later. They take the report, and because I got the license plate number for the trailer, but he's saying because it wasn't for the actual truck, there's nothing he can really do about it. So I'm just like, dude, this is the highway patrol. You can't even get this right. You know what I mean? So I'm like, whatever, man. So I get I call a lawyer, contact a lawyer, and my neck was kind of messed up, from there, but I had to go to work. So I call a lawyer, I file a claim with my insurance company, and because they still have to do an investigation, they're telling me I gotta pay a deductible, for collision or whatever, because it was a hit and run. So, I still gotta go to the hospital, go to the doctor tonight, get checked out, go to the hospital, get that done, and go see an attorney so we can settle this or figure this whole thing out. Because it's crazy how people are. But what I'm saying that to say, you have to be grateful. After it, like I was kind of like turned up, but at the same time I was calm. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I'm gonna stay positive with all this going on. You know what I mean? This is, the way this happened. It was just weird. It was weird that I'm listening to affirmations, being positive, and I get rammed by a semi truck. You know what I mean? And I am thankful it wasn't worse than what it was, because that could have went several ways. I was just trying to get myself out of danger at the time. So I am thankful, and I repeated that, all throughout the day, that I'm thankful for what happened. But this man chose not to do the right thing and pull over. So whatever divine justice or whatever his karma is, negativity, positivity, peace be upon him. It's going to be what it is. And whatever's going to happen with this situation, it's going to be what it is. But I say that to say, we become complacent. as he was complacent, and he might have been thankful because he didn't get caught at that time. But it's just a matter of time, just like with anything else. You know, you be thankful for what it is that you do have. Be thankful for the blessings you do have. The Almighty said that he said, "Do you remember me? I will remember you. Reject not faith, O you who believe." You know, be thankful, be grateful to me. He says that in another place. He says, even if you were to try and enumerate your blessings, you will not be able to do it. You know, this is what the Almighty said. If man is ungrateful. You know, if you try to enumerate, if you try to number your blessings, you would never be able to do it. Even if you sat down right now and try to count your blessings, you would never be able to do it, because some of you may not even, including myself, may not even understand what a blessing is at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And we tend to overlook simple things like the gift of walking and the gift of seeing, of eyesight. You know, many of us take it for granted daily. We may not even think the universe, God, whoever it is, that whatever you believe in, we may not even think for our eyesight. We're not thankful for our eyesight. We don't show gratitude for our eyesight. We don't show gratitude for the ability to walk. You know, a lot of these things. We have children. A lot of us don't have gratitude. Don't even show gratitude for children. And there's so many people that can't have kids. So many people that abort their children and all these other things. And you have so many people that wish that they could have kids and they're cursed, or their bodies. You know, some men can't produce, you know, the potent sperm, and some women, their womb just can't carry a child. But you have people aborting them who aren't thankful for that gift to be able to bring children forth. You know, it's all types of stuff, man. You know, and I'm saying this, it only takes a second in the morning or in the afternoon before you go to sleep just to be thankful. Just like with your parents. When children are thankful to their parents want to give them more. Same thing with the Almighty God, you know, and the universe. If you're thankful to your parents want to give you more. You're thankful to your husband, he wants to give you more. You're thankful to your wife, she wants to give you more. So on and so forth. But some people that concept doesn't resonate with, and they just have too much pride to be thankful, and they'll never, you know, by the words of Jesus and many other prophets, you'll never enter the kingdom of heaven. You know, with a prideful soul in that fact, as if you're better than the next person, or, you know, you're just that high up there that your ego is over your soul. Humility. Humility is one of the best traits we can have. Humility and being thankful. You know, just repeat that constantly throughout the day. You know what I mean? Yeah, can I get some more? And can I get a small lime?
Small lime?
Yeah, frozen. Yeah. Yes. We have been spoiled, a lot of us. We have been spoiled based upon the attention we've gotten from our parents, girlfriends, boyfriends, men, women. You become spoiled. You get a false sense of that there's a guarantee that things will be a certain way in life. And that couldn't be any further from the truth. There's nothing, as a young lady told me, there's nothing more consistent than change. There is nothing more consistent than change. So some people, the more they get, the more they want, never giving anything in return or being thankful. the messenger of God, he said that if you give a man a mountain of gold, he would just want another mountain of gold. Or if his neighbor got a mountain of gold and he got a mountain of gold, he would still be envious of his neighbor's mountain of gold. You know, this is the nature of man, you know, that he would, you know, be entitled. But there will come a point when all that's over. But some people will die in that state. When your health deteriorates and you think you're entitled to be healthy, you know, which is something, I mean, death is the common denominator, you know. Death will come to everyone. There's no cure for death, you know what I mean? There's no cure for it. So it's best to be grateful. Gracias. I had my daughter's mother would tell me a lot. She would say, you need to reflect on what you have in life. You need to be grateful for what you do have. You have your children. You have a house to live in. You have a job. You have a car. You know, but I was still in a state of oppression at the point. So that's why I was, you know, wasn't content, because I was in a state of oppression, which drove me almost to madness by being in this state of oppression because of what somebody was doing to me, or what somebody thought they were doing to me. And I was not reflecting on what it is that I did have, because I wanted my freedom so bad and to no longer be oppressed anymore, you know. So even in times of turmoil and grief and sadness, you have to understand this is the path that you are on. This is the path you have to live in. You know, regardless of whatever it is, that's the road you have to walk. That's the path you have to tread. And you should be thankful for it. You know, you should be thankful for what it is that you have to endure. You know, regardless, up until the point of death, to the point where you're facing this mortal death, and then you ask for it to be sped up. But other than that, as long as you're waking up every day, you have that chance to fix things, you have that chance to make things right. The story is going to continue. The story is never over. So why not be gracious? Why not be grateful? Why not give praise? You know, why not appreciate what it is that you've been given? You know. I promise you, by being grateful, and you listen to these words, by being grateful, I promise you, you will receive more. By being grateful. I promise you. There's no way around. There's no magic trick. There's nothing like that. I promise you, you'll be given more. Just try it with your significant other. Just try it with your husband. Try it with your wife. You know, try it with your parents. If you're, you know, try it with whoever. Just be grateful to that person. You know. Gold diggers understand this a lot of times, you know what I mean? But you show that gratitude, you'll be given more. There's no way around it. I know this is not really a popular topic tonight, not really something to talk about, but like I said, I'm just trying to do more positive topics, you know what I'm saying, rather than negative, even though they all get to be monetized at the end of the day anyway, you know. They're all getting demonetized, but I just wanted to, I mean, just as easy as me talking, I could have been, you know, I could have been in a morgue today. You know what I mean? This morning. Leaving behind 4 kids. You know. Only difference with me and a lot of people is I don't fear death. You know. So that's the difference. But just as easy, I'm grateful that I am still here. And that could have been a possibility this morning. A very realistic possibility. It was like almost like a movie. Like some Final Destination type stuff that went on this morning. You know what I mean? Like some serious Final Destination type stuff going on. You know, and I was, you know, filing my claim on the phone just now, and the guy I was talking to, he was like, "Man, are you serious? I'm gonna have to go home and tell my wife this story. That's crazy." You know. But for some people, I think it comes a point, if you lived an eventful life, so to speak, or you lived a life where strange things happen, it's almost like nothing surprises you anymore. But that still shouldn't stop you from being grateful and understand, you know, the outcomes, you know, way destiny, you know, could have brought certain things to you. My destiny could have been a lot different, but I guess there's a purpose. Even if that purpose is me just doing this video tonight, and I perish tonight or tomorrow, you know, there was a reason for my preservation, just like there's a reason why you guys are here. So why be angry and bitter? Why be mad? Why hate? You know. Yeah, time will see. You know what I mean? Time will show, time will tell, all that good stuff. You know. It's not a warning. Sorry if this video comes off as like very morbid and depressing, but that's not the intent. You know, that's definitely not the intent. Because there is reward in being thankful. There is reward in being thankful. Believe it or not. You know. My kids need me more than anything else. Here's the thing about this one, what people need to understand. I hear you say my kids need me more than anything. Here's the thing about what you need to understand about you and your kids, you and your children. Your children are gifts, but it's not you at the end of the day that's taking care of your children. You're just the custodians here that are here to take care of your children. If I was to perish this morning, my kids would still be taken care of, because it's not really me that's taking care of my children. It's the Almighty. It's Almighty God who's taking care of my children. It's not me. So even if I was to die, my kids would still be taken care of. I'm just here as the custodian. They're ultimately going to be taken care of. As far as them needing me, I guess I can see what you're saying. You know, but that's another one of those things. Those who do have parents need to be thankful for their parents, and thankful that their actual biological parents were there, or they did have 2 parents or parents to take care of them. But as far as that, my beliefs is my kids will be taken care of regardless, or as far as needing me. I can see that, but them being taken care of, they're going to be taken care of regardless. So I see what you're saying. You know, people say that a lot. You know, your kids need you. Da da da. It's understandable when you're doing dumb stuff, or when you're doing something stupid, or when you're on drugs, or you're out partying and you're neglecting your children. Yes, that's true, but you can't extend your life even for a second. When it's your time, it's your time. You know, what if you're taken away and you weren't grateful? You know, it's too late then. It's too late to be grateful then. You never had the chance for it to leave your tongue. And the tongue is so powerful, even the mind, if you say it in the mind. So powerful. You know. But those, you know, those who use people who aren't grateful, there's a cycle. And as I said before, there's a cycle and they end up repeating it over and over. You know. The users repeat this cycle due to lack of gratitude, because they're entitled. They feel entitled. So I'm not gonna bore you guys too much longer, man. I've been on here 30 minutes. I didn't expect to talk about this long. You know, not too many tuned in tonight, but like I said, who's ever meant to see this is gonna see this. So I'm not tripping off any of that. I got a late night ahead of me anyway, so I gotta go to the ER. You know. But other than that, what's up with everybody? Everybody good? Everybody having a good Thursday? Everybody relaxing, y'all taking care of your bodies? Or no comment? I'm just checking on y'all. I'm gonna stay on here for a few more minutes just to see what's up with y'all. Everybody watching, nobody saying nothing. It's all good, man. Hope you guys, you guys enjoyed this video, this topic. You know, it was hot. That's good. You text her. Text those. Let those know who you appreciate. Those who don't want to be in your life are not supposed to be in your life. They're not going to be in your life. You can always appreciate what they did for you or what lessons you learned from them. You know what I mean? But if they're not supposed to be in your life, they're not going to be in your life. And you shouldn't force anyone to be in your life. And if they are to be in your life, they'll make their way into your life, one way or another. So we must remember this. Be thankful for those who are positive, those who do treat you right, those who do show gratitude, those who do reciprocate the feelings that you show to them. Those people should be treasured, and those people should be greeted with a smile every time you see them. You know what I mean? Don't ever lose that. If you got somebody that's real and truthful, honest, with you, then you can't buy that type of person or come across that type of person often. So be thankful, be grateful for that person being in your life. You know what I mean? So, blessings to those, and peace be upon those, and peace be upon the patient. So with that being said, guys, appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. If y'all feel that this video will benefit someone that you know, make sure you share it with them. All of my social media and everything, the links is in the description below. If you haven't, you know, check them out. Facebook, Instagram, you know, Patreon, Teespring with the t-shirts, you know, Amazon, all of that stuff. You know, make sure y'all check it out, man. And you guys have an incredible day. Peace be upon you all. Remember, anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. And the mercy and blessings of the Almighty be upon you all. And I'm out of here. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.